This young male tapir was knocked down and killed on the John Smith Link Road on Sunday night. Celso Poot is the operations manager of the Belize Zoo. He's also a PhD candidate who has been carrying out research on tapirs in Belize for many years. Through his studies and work with the animals, he found out that there appears to be a high number of tapirs in the John Smith Link Road area. So when the area was being developed, he raised concerns about how these activities could displace the animals.
It was very sad, it was very disturbing, because this is the second recorded tapir that has been knocked down, on that road since November. We had one of a very big, a very large male tapir got knocked down in November, and now this second one is also a young male, so a very young male, not fully matured. It could be a young, what we call a dispersing male, so he's trying to find his home, his area that he will inhabit. When they were constructing the airport link road, I made an appearance at one of the EIA consultation, and I made them aware that that area has a high density of tapir and that mitigation measures would need to be put in place for tapir safe crossing in that area. The concern was noted, and the response I got was that they were going to put rumble strips in place.
But the developer didn't install the rumble strips on the road to slow down the vehicles and help keep drivers alert, nor were tapir crossing signs placed in the area to warn drivers. This video shows that motorists are driving at high speed through this new road during the day, and Poot is concerned that even more tapirs will be hit during the night, as this area is dark and tapirs move slowly when crossing roads, which make them targets for fast-moving vehicles. Poot is currently carrying out research with the help of cameras to learn how humans influence the movement, behavior, and occurrence of tapirs in the Belize district. He calls on the authorities for safety measures to be implemented, which he says can save an animal or a human life.
We wouldn't want somebody to crash into an tapir and die, because then they give the tapir a black eye. You know, the tapir get bad name. And so we would want to avoid that. So I'm appealing to the Ministry of Works to look at that area. The road is new. The amount of traffic on that road, also the speeding. It's very concerning for wildlife in the area, out in this, what we call also a human-modified landscape, because there's a lot of people out there. With the airport link road, that whole area is now like an island, because you have the Philip Golson Highway, you have the Burrell Boom Road, you have the airport link road, you have the George Price Highway. Now they're in an island, and they have 4 major roads they need to cross. So we need to look at that seriously, how we're going to mitigate to help our national animals survive well into the future.
But the future of the tapir hangs in the balance. One of the biggest threats to their survival is the loss of habitat, like this young tapir that was knocked down and killed because the range became fragmented due to the construction of a new road. But conservationists and researchers like Poot are working hard to ensure that Belize's population of tapirs remains strong and healthy, although they don't know approximately how many there are in the wild. Globally, the numbers are dwindling and mountain cows are endangered. Research shows that there may be only 5,000 mature tapirs left throughout the geographic range of southern Mexico to northern Colombia. The conservation of tapir is critical to the biodiversity of ecosystems across the world, because these mammals play important roles that help to maintain the rich variety of plants and animals. Poot points out that one of those roles these animals play is that of seed dispersers, which has a direct impact on timber activities in Belize.
One of the timber that is of economic value to Belize, the sapodilla. So we harvest the sapodilla. That's an economic important species of timber. But the tapir is one of the main disperser of the seeds for sapodilla. The sapodilla fruit is a big fruit, so very few of the wildlife could move the seed across the forest for regeneration. The tapir, it's been proven through research, it's one of the few species that move sapodilla seed, and they move them far from the parent tree.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.